After 15 years, the Tron franchise is finally back with Tron Ares, but the big question is, will we get a Tron 4? Let's dive into everything we know. Why Disney keeps making Tron movies. Here's what's interesting about Tron. It's never been a massive moneymaker for Disney, yet they keep bringing it back. The original 1982 film and Tron Legacy have both built dedicated fan bases over the years, even if the box office numbers weren't exactly breaking records. What makes these movies special is how they push visual effects to their limits. Sure, the 1982 Tron looks pretty dated now, but back then, those effects were absolutely groundbreaking. And Legacy still looks fantastic today, well, except for that de-aged Jeff Bridges, which hasn't aged quite as well. The visual style is really what defines these films. The grid and its games continue to fascinate audiences, and that's what keeps people coming back. Disney clearly wants Tron to become a global phenomenon. They've invested heavily in the Tron Light Cycle Run roller coaster at both Shanghai Disneyland and Walt Disney World's Magic Kingdom. Ares leaves the door open for more films, but whether that happens depends entirely on whether Disney sees it as a worthwhile investment. Has Tron 4 been announced? Let's get straight to it. No, Tron 4 has not been officially announced. And when you look at the franchise's history, that's not really surprising. The box office challenge. Back in 1982, Tron only made $33 million worldwide. Legacy did significantly better with $409.9 million, but that was against a $170 million budget, so it wasn't exactly a huge win for Disney. That's why they're being cautious about expanding the franchise if Ares struggles to turn a profit. Ares reportedly cost $180 million to produce, which means it needs to earn somewhere between $360 to $400 million worldwide just to break even. That's a similar situation to what Legacy faced. But here's the thing. Back in 2010, Legacy didn't have to compete with people just waiting to stream it on Disney+. And let's be honest, Tron movies are theatrical experiences that really demand the best screen and sound quality possible. Critical and audience reception. Right now, the Jared Leto-led film has a 54% critic score on Rotten Tomatoes, which is actually marginally better than Legacy's score. But if word of mouth turns negative among viewers, we could see the film's box office performance drop during its theatrical run. The film earned a B+ cinema score, which is decent, but it's not exactly an overwhelming vote of confidence from audiences. That said, Ares has stunning visuals that are absolutely best experienced in IMAX 3D, and it features an outstanding score from 9 Inch Nails. This is genuinely a film worth seeing on the big screen. It just won't have the same impact at home. Hopefully that drives interest from viewers. But if the box office performance ends up being underwhelming, Tron 4 could get derezzed before it's even created. How Tron Ares sets up Tron 4. Now let's talk about how Ares opens the door for a potential sequel, because there are some really interesting possibilities here. The Permanence Code explained. The film introduces the Permanence Code, which allows things to be moved from the grid into the real world permanently. Julian Dillinger, the villainous leader of Dillinger Systems, wants to use the code on his military weapons. Meanwhile, Eve, who heads up NCOM, wants to use it for a more noble purpose. Story arc. Jared Leto's Ares also wants to use the code to escape the grid and become a permanent part of the outside world. He receives the code from Kevin Flynn in the original 1982 grid, and then he's sent back into the real world. Once he arrives, he defeats Athena and starts his new life outside the grid. Both Eve and Ares get what they want in the end. Eve uses the code to make positive changes in the world, while Ares uses his newfound humanity to travel around, searching for a new purpose. The final scene tease. In the last scene, Ares writes a postcard to Eve, describing his future plans and hinting at what the next film's story could be. While he's writing, he looks at several photos of Sam Flynn and Quorra from Tron Legacy. If you remember, Quorra is a skilled warrior and the last of the ISOs. She escaped the grid with Sam after developing a fascination with the outside world. Ares' final voiceover suggests he's searching for Quorra, which sets up a potential meeting between them in a sequel. Post-credits scene. Don't miss the post-credits scene. Dillinger digitizes himself to avoid getting arrested and arrives in the grid. He grabs a disc and creates an outfit that's reminiscent of Sark from the 1982 film. For those who don't know, Sark was one of Tron's primary antagonists and the Master Control Program's right-hand man. If Tron 4 happens, it might already have its main villain lined up. Potential Tron 4 cast. So who could we see in a potential Tron 4? It could feature an intriguing mix of characters from across the entire Tron trilogy. Likely returning heroes. Jared Leto's Ares would almost certainly return, and the film's ending strongly suggests that Olivia Wilde's Quorra and Garrett Hedlund's Sam Flynn could have significant roles in future films. Cillian Murphy might also reprise his role as Edward Dillinger Jr., especially since Dillinger Systems is going to need a new CEO. Other potential returning characters include Greta Lee as Eve, Hassan Minhaj as Ajay Singh, and Arturo Castro as Seth Flores. And while his role in Ares was smaller, Disney would absolutely love to find a way for Jeff Bridges to appear in Tron 4. He's really the connective tissue that links these films together. The villain setup. As for the villains, the franchise has plans for Evan Peters' Julian Dillinger as he takes on a powerful role within the grid. Jodie Turner-Smith's Athena died in Ares, but if Julian manages to restore the grid, maybe he could recreate her. There are plenty of possibilities for Tron 4, but it all comes down to one thing: whether Tron Ares becomes a success. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, make sure to like and subscribe for more.